morning students. Today we'll start for our revision session. Revision of lesson number 5, that is inside the atom. So atomic structure. What is the meaning of atomic structure? An atom is formed from the nucleus and the extranuclear part. This contain three types of subatomic particles. Yes, an atom is formed from the nucleus and the extranuclear part, and this contain three types of subatomic particles. Nucleus, that is the atomic nucleus, is positively charged. Almost entire mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus. The nucleus contains two type of subatomic particles. Together it's called nucleons, and protons and neutrons are the two types of nucleons. So in the nucleus, the mass of the atom is entirely concentrated in the nucleus. Yes, the atomic nucleus is positively charged and almost entire mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus. The nucleus contains two types of subatomic particles, namely protons and neutrons, and they are called as nucleons. Okay, as you know, protons are positively charged and neutrons, they are neutral, and around the nucleus there are electrons, right, which are negatively charged particles. Now protons. Proton is a positively charged subatomic particle in the atomic nucleus. The positive charge on the nucleus is due to the proton in it. So proton is positively charged subatomic particle in the atomic nucleus. The positive charge on the nucleus is due to the proton in it. Now the next one, that is neutron. Neutron is an electrically neutral subatomic particle and is denoted by the symbol small n. The number of neutron in the nucleus is denoted by the symbol capital N. Okay, so this is about neutron. Neutron is the neutral, yes, it is electrically neutral subatomic particle which is present in the nucleus, right? Now the next one is, yes, that is Rutherford scattering experiment we have studied, right? This is Rutherford scattering experiment. When the alpha particle emitted from the alpha particle emitter, it will strike on the golden foil, and then as you can see here on the fluorescent screen, yes, this is the fluorescent screen, you can see the alpha particles which are emitted. Half of the alpha particles are emitted, or it is passed from the golden foil, and half it will revert back. Yes, so this is the Rutherford scattering experiment. We have studied this earlier. What he observed? He observed the path of alpha particles by means of a fluorescent screen around the gold foil. Around the gold foil there is a fluorescent screen to observe the path of alpha particles. It was expected that the alpha particles would get reflected from the gold foil if the positively charged mass were evenly distributed inside the atom. So it was expected that when the alpha particles would strike on the golden foil, it will get reflected from the gold foil if the positively charged mass were evenly distributed inside the atom. But unexpectedly, most of the alpha particles went straight through the foil. But as we have seen in the figure also, half of the alpha particles went straight through the foil. A small number of alpha particles get deflected from the original path through a small angle. Only the half of the alpha particles get deflected, and the other alpha particles went straight through the foil. From this, Rutherford put forth a nuclear model for atom as follows. So from this experiment, he put forth a nuclear model for atom. See, this is the Rutherford's nuclear model. As you can see here in the figure, see here the alpha particles, only the few alpha particles deflected back, all other alpha particles, they are passed through the foil. Okay, so this is Rutherford's nuclear atomic model. There is a positively charged nucleus at center of an atom. So what he has concluded, there is a positively charged nucleus at the center of an atom. Only at the center of the atom there is a positively charged nucleus. Almost the entire mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus. Almost the entire mass of the atom is concentrated in the nucleus. Negatively charged particles called electrons revolve around the nucleus. Then the negatively charged particle electrons, they are revolving around the nucleus. the total negative charge on all the electron is equal to the positive charge on the nucleus. As the opposite charges are balanced, the atom is electrically neutral. Why the atom is electrically neutral? As the total negative charge on all the electron is equal to the positive charge on the nucleus. Okay, as the opposite charges are balanced, because of these only the atom is electrically neutral. So this is Rutherford's atomic model. This is the nucleus. Almost the mass of entire atom is concentrated at in the nucleus here, at the center of the nucleus, and the electrons are, as you can see here, the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Okay, so this is Rutherford's nuclear atomic model. There is an empty space between the revolving electron and the atomic nucleus, and there is in between there is an empty space between the revolving electron and the atomic nucleus. Now after Rutherford's, the next, that is Bohr's stable orbit atomic model we have studied. So what I explained, Bohr's stable atomic model, as you can see here, in between there is a positively charged nucleus. Around the nucleus there are electrons are revolving around the nucleus in the shells in particular orbit. As you can see here, the first shell which is nearest to the nucleus, that is K shell, that is the first shell. Then the second shell is L shell, third one is M, fourth one is N, and so on. So this is Bohr's stable orbit atomic model. The electrons are revolving around the nucleus but in a particular or definite orbit or shell. Now after this we have seen atomic number and mass number. So as you can see here, this is atomic symbol. First we are writing the symbol. Yes, then here this is A. A means what? Mass number, that is number of protons and neutrons in atom. Yes, mass number is denoted by letter A, and mass number means what? Number of protons and neutrons in atom. Then Z is what? Z is the atomic number, number of protons in atom. Z is what? Atomic number and number of protons in atom. So hope you are clear with this. Mass number is denoted by letter A. Mass number means number of protons and neutrons. Then atomic number is denoted by letter Z. Atomic number is number of protons in atom. Atomic number is usually the number of protons present in an element's nucleus. It is denoted by the symbol Z. Just now we have seen atomic number is the number of protons present in an element's nucleus. It is denoted by the symbol Z. Atomic mass number is associated with the number of neutrons and protons that are present in a particular nucleus of an element. Atomic mass number is associated with the number of neutrons and protons that are present in a particular nucleus of an element, and it is denoted by symbol A. So atomic mass number is denoted by symbol A. Yes, and atomic number is denoted by symbol Z. Yes. Now the next one, that is, we'll see the name, the number of electrons, name of the element, electronic configuration, number of valence electron and valency. How to write down this? The number of electrons of some elements are given. Now we will write down electronic configuration, number of valence electron and valency. Now as you can see here in the table, the elements, the symbols are given, that is Li lithium, C means carbon, Mg is magnesium, and O means oxygen. Now number of electrons are given. Lithium, there are 3 electrons, carbon 6 electrons, magnesium 12, and oxygen 8 electrons, right? Now we'll write down the electronic configuration. As we know the number of electrons, we can write down electronic configuration. So in lithium there are 3 atoms, number of electrons are 3. So how you will accommodate this in the particular shell, that is electronic configuration, how you will write down? If there are 3 electrons, 2 in K shell and 1 in L shell, right? 2, 1. Now why 2 in K shell? Because the maximum capacity of K shell is 2. What is the maximum capacity of L shell? That is 8. Then M shell is 18, N shell is 32, right? So now the next one, that is carbon. So how you will write down? The number of electrons are 6. So the electronic configuration is 2, 4. 2 in K shell and 4 in L shell. Magnesium, there are 12 electrons, so electronic configuration is 2, 8, 2. Now in the second shell, that is L shell, will write down till up to 8 electrons, not more than that, because what is the maximum capacity of L shell? 8 electrons. So 2, 8, 2. Oxygen is 2, 6. Why? Because there are total number of electrons 8. So how you will write down electronic configuration? 2, 6. Now after writing electronic configuration, we can find out valency also and the number of valence electrons. Now in lithium, number of valence electrons 1, right? Why? Because we will see the outermost shell. How many electrons are present in the outermost shell? 1 electron. So the number of valence electron is 1 and the valency also 1. Okay. Now for carbon, in the outermost shell there are 4 electrons. So what is the number of valence electron? 4. And what is the valency? 4, right? Now in magnesium, the number of valence electrons, that is the outermost shell, 2 electrons. So number of valence electron 2 and the valency is also 2, right? Now the next one, that is oxygen. Yes, what is the number of valence electrons? 6. Why? Because in the outermost shell there are 6 electrons. Now what is the valency of oxygen? Now the valency of oxygen is 2. Why? Because in the outermost shell there are 6 electrons. So how many it needs more to complete its octet state? That is 8 electrons. It needs 2 more electrons. So what is the valency of oxygen? That is 2. Yes. Hope we are clear with this. Already we have studied all these things. Okay, once again we will revise this. So what is the valency of oxygen? That is 2, correct? Valency of magnesium is 2. Valency of carbon 4 and valency of lithium is 1. Now the next part, that is isotopes, we have studied. Isotopes means the atomic number is a fundamental property of an element and is its chemical identity. Now some elements in nature have atoms with same atomic number but different mass number. So such atoms of the same element having different mass number are called isotopes. Isotopes means the elements in a nature have atoms with same atomic number. They are having same atomic number but different mass number. So they are called as isotopes. Isotopes means some elements in a nature have atoms with same atomic number but different mass number. So they are called as isotopes. For example, carbon has 3 isotopes, that is C12, C13 and C14. Okay. I hope you are clear with the concept of isotopes. Isotopes means what? Elements which are having different mass numbers and same atomic number. Yes. Same atomic number but different mass number. So they are called as isotopes. We have seen the example of carbon. Carbon is having 3 isotopes, that is C12, C13 and C14. Now as you can see, this is the example carbon, isotope carbon C12, C13, C14. Mass number is 12, 13 and 14. And as you can see here, atomic number is 6. See here, they are having same atomic number but different mass number. Okay. So this is an example of isotope. Isotopes having same atomic number but different mass number. Okay. So this is example of isotope carbon, that is C12, C13 and C14. Now the next one, that is skeleton of electronic configuration. How to draw skeleton of electronic configuration? Okay, this is for hydrogen. How you will draw? In center, first you will draw the nucleus. You will write down symbol for hydrogen, that is H. Now how many total electrons are present in hydrogen? That is 1. So that 1 electron, you will draw only one shell and you will show here this 1 electron. Okay. Now for helium, how many total electrons? There are 2 electrons. So you will draw one shell, that is first shell, K shell. You will show 2 electrons in the K shell. And in between you will write down symbol, that is He, helium. Third one, that is carbon, is shown here. Carbon in the K shell, as you can see here, 1, 2. 2 electrons, and in the L shell 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons. Why? Because there are 6. How many numbers of electrons? Total number is 6. Yes. Total there are 6 electrons, so 2 in K shell and 4 in L shell. Now for neon also same, and here it is sodium. Okay, so in this way you will draw electronic configuration, the skeleton of electronic configuration. In center you will draw the nucleus, you will show the symbol, and then you will show K, L, M, N shells. Okay, and you will accommodate the electrons which are present in that particular atom. Okay, hope you are clear with this. Now this is for nitrogen. As you can see here, number of electrons 7. So in the K shell 1, 2 electrons. In L shell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electron. So total there are 7 electrons, 2 in K shell and 5 electrons in L shell. Okay, in between you will write down the symbol. N means nitrogen, that is. Okay, so what is the atomic number for nitrogen? That is 7, correct? Now the last part from this lesson, that is nuclear reactor. Nuclear reactor is a machine that generates electricity on a large scale by using atomic energy. Nuclear reactor is a machine that generates electricity using atomic energy. In a nuclear reactor, the nuclear energy in atom is released by bringing about nuclear reactions on the nuclear fuel. Now we will see the example also. Let us understand a nuclear reaction with example of nuclear fuel, namely uranium-235. On bombardment with slow speed of neutrons, the nucleus of the isotope uranium-235 undergoes nuclear fission. It breaks down to form nuclei of two different elements, krypton-92 and barium-141 and 223 neutrons. So on bombardment with slow speed of neutrons, the nucleus of the isotope uranium-235, it undergoes nuclear fission and it forms nuclei of two different elements, krypton-92 and barium-141 and 223 neutrons. Now this is uranium-235 disintegration is shown here in the picture. On bombardment of slow speed of neutrons, this is uranium-235. It goes under nuclear fission and here it is krypton and barium and 2 to 3 neutrons, as you can see here. Okay, so this is about uranium-235 disintegration. Now we will see the questions. So this type of questions can be asked in the exam based on this lesson, lesson number 5. Choose the correct option and fill in the blanks. The first one is the atomic number of carbon is dash. Now see here, there are two options are given. You will choose the correct option. So A, that is first option, is given 5 and the second option B is given 6. Now once again we will read the question. The atomic number of carbon is, I hope all of you are knowing the atomic number of carbon. Yes, what is the atomic number of carbon? Correct, atomic number of carbon is 6. So you will click on the correct option, that is option B, 6. This is correct. So you will click here on option B, that is 6. Now we'll see the second question. Yes, now the second question is the valency of hydrogen is dash. A 0, B 1. I hope all of you are knowing the answer. What is the valency of hydrogen? The valency of hydrogen is 1, correct? So which is the correct option here? B is the correct option. So you will click on the correct option, that is option B, 1. Now the third question, the electron capacity of L shell is dash. Now what is the maximum electron capacity of L shell? Yes, I hope you know the answer. Options are given. First option is 8 and second option is 18. So the electron capacity of L shell is, yes, the electron capacity of L shell is option A is correct, 8, right? So you will click on the first option, that is A. 8 is the correct answer. The electron capacity of L shell is 8, right? Now we'll move to the next question, that is true or false. Yes, first one, in true or false, the symbol for magnesium is Mg. A true, B false. Yes, the statement is correct. or it is wrong? Read it once again. The symbol for magnesium is Mg. So the statement is correct. Yes, what is the symbol for magnesium? That is Mg, correct? So this is true. So you will click on the correct option, that is A, true. Atomic number is denoted by the letter A. Atomic number is denoted by the letter A. Which atomic number is denoted by which letter? Atomic number is denoted by letter Z. So this statement is wrong, right? So here it is true, here it is false. What is the correct answer? Atomic number is denoted by the letter Z. So the statement which is given in the question, that is false. So you will click on this B option, that is false. Okay, atomic number is denoted by the letter A. This is false. Okay, hope you are clear with this. So this type of questions can become for exam. You will prepare everything which is given in the lesson. Okay, and all the assignments, all the question answers which are given in the written work, everything you will prepare for the exam. Okay, hope you are clear with this. So today we'll stop till here. Thank you so much.